BSN. Finish first. Brandon Curry Unleashed is brought to you by Nitrix. Maximize your potential. Today on Brandon Curry Unleashed.
Triceps are composed of, 3 different heads. The biggest one should be the one in the back, so you got to make sure you hit the outer head of the tricep also.
The tricep and the elbow joint itself is a joint that people have problems with.
Basically all around focus, maximal contraction, maximal pump. That's what you want. So when it comes to triceps, a lot of people talked about the tricep ladder. I've been asked about that a lot. It's just like biceps. You want to get that maximal pump. You want to warm up those elbows really good. You can really strive to get the best contraction in the muscle and then stress off the tendons. I like doing supersets as well as, with bicep training. I just really like to maximize the contraction and the feel and control of the muscle. Triceps are composed of, 3 different heads. The biggest one should be the one in the back, so you got to make sure you hit the outer head of the tricep also. But basically all around focus, maximal contraction, maximal pump. That's what you want.
The tricep and the elbow joint itself is a joint that people have problems with. So I always begin my tricep workouts with some good warm-up. So I'm not feeling that aches and pains or that tendonitis is really not flaring up. I think that's good for longevity. You can see that I started with a isolation cable exercise. And basically it was more like a pump exercise. 15 reps on your reverse. And I turned my hand over and another 15 reps. Nothing just really fatiguing me, but it was important to me to just work my elbows in, get the blood flowing before I got into the major tricep movements. After, you really exhaust and you hit the triceps hard, I like any movement that provides a stretch. So you'll see me do some overhead tricep extensions with the rope. And allows you to get closer to the head and you can get further down, get in there real deep. So in order to have that concentration on the tricep, it's very important and very effective to use the cables with that movement, I feel. Dumbbells are good, but sometimes cables are better. My favorite tricep exercise has traditionally been the tricep dip. It's one of those heavy exercises. It's a mass movement, and like I said, I feel the stack, and I can load my stack. But what I really like to do now is tricep ladder on my chest and tricep day. But it's just an exercise that allows you to really hit the triceps hard and quick. A little rest, great pump. It works on a mechanical advantage scale. So when you're on a Smith machine, you're at the bottom of the ladder. That's when you probably have the greatest amount of load on you. And as you move up the ladder, the load comes off and allows you to continue to perform the exercise. It gets harder, progressively harder to the muscle, but mechanically it gets easier as you go up. That allows you to continue. But it's one of those things when you're stressed for time, I try to find the most effective ways to use an exercise. And that's just one of the more effective ways that I've found to get my tricep work. The advice I give to those guys who want to build bigger triceps is generally you have to focus on the largest part of the tricep. If you look at the tricep, you have three heads, but the largest one is here. The bigger that head is, the bigger your tricep will generally be. So it's the long head of the tricep, so you generally want to work lockout movements. And since it's mostly composed of like fast twitch muscle fibers, you use traditionally low reps. But just watch your rest time, make sure you're not resting too long. You know, a minute would be a good rest time for training.